Hey folks, today we're going to take a look at how to generate a new EdgeOps task using your Copilot and the new Puppet MCP server. If you're just getting started with automating your network devices with Puppet, you might be wondering how you're going to go about building these tasks when all these devices are so different. One of the things that has been a big benefit with the Puppet MCP server is that we can package up a lot of the documentation, the knowledge around netconf and Yang, and also our own kind of like special knowledge around building tasks so that we can augment your existing Copilot so that you don't have to have a big library of available modules to be able to do this. You can build your own. What we're going to do today is I'm going to walk through with Visual Studio Code using GitHub Copilot, connect to an MCP server, and then we're going to generate a new task. All right, let's get started. Okay, let's pop into Visual Studio Code here. The first thing we want to do is add our MCP server in. This address should correspond to where you are running your Puppet MCP server, whichever server you have it running on. You're going to connect to that endpoint, and that's the one that you're going to be talking to from your IDE. Now from here, we add in the /MCP, and now we're going to put in that server ID and choose where to install it. We have an option of making it global, make sure it's on everything. But in this case, I'm picking workspace, and we're going to put this into our mcp.json file. Once it's in here, we have a very basic structure for the MCP service. But now we have to add in some extra things because we use a secure protocol for connecting to the MCP service. We need to be able to have an API key. So the first thing we're going to put in here is an input prompt. What this does is just like when we added the MCP server and the command palette was asking us, hey, what's the name of the server to connect to? We want to be able to do the same thing and ask for an API key. So in this step, we're going to put in this prompt and define that one of the inputs needed to connect is a PE API key to connect to Puppet Enterprise. We're then also going to make sure that the headers there in the server use that as part of the authentication bit. Now, when we go to start this MCP service up, we can now see that when it goes to connect, it's prompting us in the command palette to put in our API key. This is the point where we want to put in whatever's been defined for us over in the PE backend and be able to grab that for our user and drop it in here. Now you'll notice that once it's running, we can see that there are two tools and one prompt available to it. We can see down in the output that we're able to see that the service has been connected and it's in a state of running and it's discovered two tools. Now that we have the connection, let's try asking it to do something. So we're going to use in the agent mode, we're going to use this / to pull up the available prompts. And I'm going to connect to the MCP service. Here we can enter in what is it that we want to do as an EdgeOps task. The first thing we want to do is we're going to manage an NTP server on all of our network devices. So that's going to be the command we want to do. Then I can say, well, which device is it that I want to actually do this? We could put in this target device. And this is going to be the name inside of Puppet Enterprise of what the device is. So now when I go and write this, service is able to say, okay, based on your device that you provided and based on what you want to do, here's the prompt that you should run in your Copilot to be able to go and create this. It also defines in here, what are the type of tools? How are we going to get the docs? How are we going to get the device information? So this is the prompt that we can now run. And we can now allow all of this to start like with approvals, obviously, running the connections over to the MCP server, get the device info, and now we start getting this information back. All of this is providing extra context to Copilot to be able to create the JSON and Ruby files that we're going to need. We see here we have a manage_ntp.json file that's been generated. This defines what's going to be in the task, and we have a matching Ruby file. This defines the logic of how to use the EdgeOps module to connect, send over the information for the change, and then be able to commit and then save the results of that operation. All right, now that we have these, then check out our device. All right, so we look quickly at a console. I can see that this device does not have the NTP service set. I want to run my task, update this device. I'm going to do that through Puppet Enterprise. In the task area of Puppet Enterprise, I now want to run this new task that I have. I'm going to choose my manage_ntp task that I've just deployed, and I'm going to configure it to run against the device that I want. First, I want to set up the parameter for the server. So one of the parameters that was defined for this task was, what is the NTP time server that we should use for all of these devices that it connects to? When I select my nodes, I can go and pick a whole group of them, or I can pick any specific device I want. Once we run the task, we can see that it's running over a netconf here. I can see the result. The switch has had one change applied. It was a success. So now we can go take a look, see what it looks like over on the console. And yep, there we go. Netconf has been enabled. And check. And just like that, we're able to take a very small request like enable MTP servers and be able to use our Puppet MCP server, our IDE and its GitHub Copilot, and create a new task without needing to learn EdgeOps and without needing to learn about Puppet tasks. It can get you really close to that one shot. Of course, you always want to take a look and not trust everything that AI gives you. But this makes it so much easier, and we don't need to have a massive library to work from. You can go with what you have at your disposal today. We're hoping to do some more stuff around MCP and the Code Assist in coming releases, but I really encourage you, take a look, try it out, see what you can build, and let us know, like, how could we do this better? What could we put in there that would really make it help you with your flow as you try to develop out new tasks? All right, cheers.